Welcome to episode 100 of 20,000 Leagues Under the Internet. I will be one of your captains. We're going to do a triple captain
everybody's
situation.
in charge.
Trip cap, baby. So I'll be your first captain. Harlan Spinks, say hello.
Hi, hello. I'm gonna cause a mutiny on this fucking ship.
Yes,
As soon as you're done, of course.
Cordially.
Yes.
Cordially, yes.
I'll be captain of the ship for my thing, which should be a good time for everybody. You'll be second captain and fuck shit up. John, you'll be third captain and bring it back home.
I
I
will
hope.
bring it back home.
Yeah, I'm fuck shit up captain. I'm the drunk captain that's always chewing on a stogie.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah.
Really just soaking it in. Folks, this is episode 100 of this show.
It's a special time.
I'm
nervous. I feel like a little nervous.
It's
little
weird
bit.
because I also kind of agree with you because it's like, why do I feel like the banter right now has to be fucking
gotta be
perfect?
on.
Why is the banter? Why do you,
so
I
much
need
pressure.
you guys
Score me.
Listeners.
to bring this shit? Yeah. Yes. There's literally dozens
of them.
Dozens of
listeners.
you.
Yes.
I did
dozens.
bring, since it is a special occasion, Kyle, I know that you're not, are you drinking it tonight? Yes. The supernatural mug?
Yes, he is.
Of course.
I am.
So I had to bring in my ridiculous mug for this particular episode.
That is looking good.
It is a scary blue-faced monster.
This is a sucky panther.
A sucky panther.
yeah.
A tattoo artist friend of mine gave me this mug. It is legendary. Maybe we'll talk about it at some point, but it became a sensation because someone posted a terrible image of a tattoo that was supposed to be a panther. And it was just very, very badly done.
That's what it looks like.
And now it is just completely taken over, and people get
sucky
this
panther,
tattooed on
baby.
them now.
Well, John, I'm glad that you brought your extremely over-the-top mug because I did something a little different, and I brought a very nice sort of
That is
stoneware. It's called
yeah,
stoneware.
I want that actually.
This is like Indiana Jones now.
There's nothing in here. It's absolutely empty. I just
Harlan
punked all of you. But look at that fucking
I
thing.
love that.
Fuck you. So
Look at the
Harlan,
handle.
you brought
That's great.
You brought
yeah.
You brought the Indiana Jones fucking. You brought the goblet that Jesus would drink out of, the Holy Grail.
Exactly.
hang on.
It's the humble. It's the humble cup from Indiana Jones.
Harlan has the most humble one. You're the one that you have. John, you have the one that was first selected.
Yeah, you're the one that would like turn you into a skeleton
chose
ghost.
Poorly.
Holy.
But yeah, so I brought my little mug that is empty for a bit. So now I'm gonna just place this over
That was
here,
great.
out of the way.
Mine is not empty. I'm enjoying some bourbon this evening
Oh,
because I was like, I'm gonna get loose with it a little bit.
let's cut it up.
Let's cut it up a little bit. Typically, I typically keep it pretty tame on this show,
don't.
so I figured tonight. Right, John usually goes
usually
buck
multiple
wild, so I
glasses
just
over here. I already have the one down. This is just liquid death in here, just because the sheer volume of this mug is
It's
like
too much.
It is insanity.
Yeah, but normally
Yeah.
John is fucking shit-faced when we record. Absolutely
There has
blasted.
been one or two times that I've had an edible like just before recording and forgotten that I had one, and like,
you're like, oh shit, it kicks in.
midway through, I'm like, man, everything's super funny on this particular episode.
Even stuff like what Harlan normally talks about that's really gross and bums me out.
I'm
It's
into it.
actually kind of funny. To,
Why are my eyes feeling crunchy? Oh, that's right.
There it is.
I hate the crunchy
What?
eye.
I do have to ask you guys though.
Sure.
So before we did this show, we did 52 episodes of another show. So that's a year's worth of stuff, and now we've done almost 2 years worth of this show. How many hours is that? Do you think? Are we getting close to that
Am I gonna
thing
have to
where
fucking be the guy?
expert, like,
That's
is
10,000
it 10,000 hours until
to
we're
be a master.
Oh, okay. So we're way off. We're way off.
Yeah, we're not there.
We got a
I
couple
think it
more.
shows though. I think that I think it shows that we're not there yet. But we do. I think we've gotten a little better at this after 100, right?
Slightly.
Even the syncing up to sync up the audio before we recorded. That was 100 episodes worthy. We did a good job.
Okay.
We did a good job.
I felt a little weak in mine.
I think I mastered the clap like 2 weeks ago.
Right.
Clap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We do a
that was
thing.
a settings issue though. That wasn't a
me
user
problem.
issue. Yeah.
But yeah, hey, it's been 100 episodes of these, which is kind of wild. They're like, it makes you episode 90, whatever. Episode 100, it makes you look back a little bit and you kind of feel the passage of time. So
Yeah, I was literally.
it's kind of weird.
I was doing the math in how many hours, and I'm so stupid that I didn't realize that 1 times 100 is 100, guys. That's just a little over 100 hours. That's it.
That's 100 hours of performance, but not of
Yeah, when you-
editing, the
dedication.
Yeah, exactly.
and
Yeah,
Research.
looking on TikTok.
find an
Copy
article.
pasting is what I call it. Thank you to all our sources
Oh my
over the year.
God.
Thank you.
Yeah. You the real MVPs. Okay, well, let's fucking get into this. So what we're gonna do is each one of us is we're gonna go touch on instead of doing an episode we talk about our 100 greatest moments or something like that, like a clip show. We're all kind of revisiting a prior topic and seeing what's new on those topics.
Which I think we found out, fortunately or unfortunately, maybe fortunately, not a whole lot is new with a lot of these, thankfully.
Yeah, it was a little jarring to find out that a lot of things I was
Nothing
committed.
changes, motherfuckers.
I was committed to do an episode on either Norman, the psychopath
that as
AI,
well.
see what new images were out
See
there.
if he finally
something.
killed somebody.
I really wanted to do something on the data bots because I just want to keep giving those guys more love. But guys,
Nothing.
here's what I landed on. I want to talk about the latest in Glizzys. I want to talk
Oh, okay, baby.
about some bold hot doggery. That's what I want to talk
I
about.
may know where this is going, and I'm very proud.
Here's the thing. Everyone who's listening to this has probably seen what I'm about to talk about. I just don't blurt it out. Don't blurt it out. Let's just
I
get through
don't
it.
know. I mean, I know there was the Nathan's hot dog eating contest that happened like a couple months ago, and we missed that
we're
shit.
gonna- We'll talk
have
about
to.
that, but I want to talk about what happened in a recent Mets
Days ago.
Yankee game. Literally days
Okay.
ago. This is hot off the fucking press.
But it's so weird to be in this position that I am in, where I don't know what you guys are talking
That
about.
is
I
true.
feel like that very
Yeah.
rarely happens.
So recently, at a Mets Yankees game, as I said, a couple dudes were
Couple of fellows.
trailblazing. I'll say they were trailblazing.
Okay.
One man was caught on video with a full glizzy, dipping it in his beer
Okay.
and then taking bites
Yeah.
every now and again, as if the beer was a condiment
yes.
of sorts. Another fellow, though, was caught on camera doing something a bit more
Shoving
wild.
it right up his asshole.
Well, no.
Just
Yeah, he was
downward
right in the
dog.
middle of the stadium. Right in the middle of the stadium. No, he took his plastic straw as issued
Standard issue plastic
by
Yeah, government
Yeah.
issue. It's mil spec.
Yeah. Army surplus.
and he took he unsheathed his glizzy from the bun. He
Yep.
took the straw
Okay.
and he hollowed out
he did.
the glizzy,
Okay.
and then he put the glizzy in his beer
No.
to be a glizzy straw.
What did it, okay, hang on. I have a very important question because this image in my head. What did he do with the core of the glizzy? Where did that
he
go?
left it
Oh, I don't
in
know.
the straw.
It's actually, it's probably
Yeah.
part of the
He didn't,
straw
like,
now. He's no longer
suck it right
He
up?
has
I
no
mean,
need.
it was very much like a using it as a tool. You know those videos of like seeing orangutans,
Chimpanzee.
or chimpanzees like using a stick to get ants and eating them. It was very much like that. It was like watching a nature show. This man hollowing out the inside of his hot dog and then just like proudly just taking rips off of his
Dude.
new glizzy straw.
The video's everywhere. The video is everywhere. Please watch it. I don't think you actually can see what he does with the innards of it, but he has no need for that straw anymore because he has a fucking fresh new one that's made out of glorious meat.
Yeah, it's just the idea of like a meat core is what's really grossing me out. So Kyle, you sent us a photo. Before we get too much further into this, I want to draw.
This is the first of many photos.
Yeah, okay,
by the way,
great.
this,
Okay,
segment.
I just quickly want to draw our attention to the thick, viscous sort of sludge that's floating around the shaft of the hot dog in his beer.
I have a
It's just
theory.
the head of the beer.
I have a theory. I think
No,
that's,
down around the
also,
side of it. You see that discoloration? It looks like some viscous kind of matter.
I think that's the grease interacting with
right,
carbonation
and
of the beer.
That's exactly what it is.
It's
I hate that.
It's not supposed to be in there. It's a foreign object.
That ain't supposed to be in there.
So this is two people that were just trying to do their thing, and if you watch both these videos, they're not aware they're being filmed. They're just enjoying themselves.
They do this at every game.
I like this quote. Yeah,
They do this at every family gathering.
Yeah.
I found this quote on the Liberty Line, which is a Philadelphia-based sports blog, sports publication, and this guy Drew Smith says, "These food sickos aren't bothering anyone." These guys were minding their own business and got caught on a hot camera. If you're not bothering anyone, then it's really hard for me to take a stand against what you're doing. So, what's funny though is because he's saying like, I don't care what these maniacs are doing,
But they're still maniacs.
He's putting like judgment on it while also saying, I don't care what they do. Then I hurt.
Well, that's
anybody.
very Philadelphia of him.
Yeah, go about your
for
business.
sure,
I don't
for sure.
care.
But then he also adds a little more color, and he says, well, the Philadelphia Phillies have one more dollar dog night on the schedule in September. So unfortunately, we have about a month left of Glizzy straws before we truly see the end of it.
People are going out and doing this on their own now. Like they are just like, I have to try that. It's like this man may be onto something.
Do we know if there's
and here's
been
the
an
thing.
uptick in Glizzy coring?
Where would you get that?
I think there has been. So, well, here's we're gonna talk about how some
you
news.
could just go around. You could have a Glizzy cam. This is on the stadiums at this point.
That's true.
Oh,
yeah.
They need a
shit,
Glizzy cam.
So, I do have some other things to show you guys and talk about here on this topic, which is the way the media in the world are kind of reacting to this Glizzy straw. So here's the first one. It's kind of a hot take. I believe it was by Complex put this out. They say death
I love
penalty.
that it's a quote.
Yeah,
it's a quote from someone. Like, is it the CEO of Complex? Is this Sean Evans?
death penalty.
Straight to jail.
So on their Instagram post, also Complex Sports on the video of the man that's being reposted everywhere, hollowing out the glizzy, making glizzy straw. It just says, "Arrest this man," as he's hollowing out the meat. Former NBA player and media personality Rex Chapman wrote, Holmes hollowed out a hot dog with a straw in order to use his hot dog as a straw, and I think I may hurl.
When I first saw this, one of the fundamental things that I struggle with is why do you need a straw for your beer?
Yeah,
in no way is it enhanced.
So-
it is just honestly way worse. You get more carbonation as it shoots into your mouth. Like, I'm not about that. So like, I don't understand.
I don't think it's about the convenience of the straw and everything.
That's
I think
literally all a straw is for, though.
Is convenience.
Oh, I know.
Do you think he enjoys the taste
like,
of pork or beef bits mixed with the?
Yes, because in Germany you're eating these kind of meats with beer all the
don't
time.
Go
It's- you may as well just
cultural
put them
here,
together.
Kyle.
Don't use facts
Don't
and evidence.
use logic to try and validate
John,
this. This is not.
I'll hit you.
Take a
I'll
bite.
hit you
have a beer.
right in the cozies. How about I hit you in the cozies instead? How about this? How about this take? Do you need a straw to drink hot chocolate?
Absolutely not.
No.
No, you don't. But why do people use peppermint straws
they're
as straws for
psychopaths.
those?
Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
those people have too much time.
I'm saying it's a different experience to do. I have a feeling, and I may
will
try
say,
it.
That
Hey,
is
I don't
that
know.
is an extreme risk. You have no idea the temperature of that hot chocolate.
is-
You're gonna burn different parts of your mouth.
Yeah, you're one of those fucking
Now,
adrenaline junkies that I don't want anything to do with.
You're just you're jumping out of planes, drinking hot chocolate through straws.
What is this, DB
Yeah.
Cooper Christmas?
Very DB Christmas. Okay, hold on. I think what we can both agree, though, is you would never use a glizzy to drink hot chocolate.
Well,
I think we can all agree on that.
I mean,
Well, now Harlan's I kind of like that sweet
I'm
salty
not saying
combo.
I would, but clearly there is an exception to this rule. And if there's one, there are millions of these
God.
psychos out there.
Yeah.
The one thing, though, that I think we haven't taken in consideration is, what was this guy's state of mind? Was he already hammered?
Right.
Was he bored? Was his team...
I think it was
was
the
his
third
team
inning.
losing?
So
That means nothing.
well, I mean, there...
no, the Yankees won 4-2 that game. The Yankees won 4-2.
Kyle,
So it was a
excuse
victory
me,
meal, if
Kyle,
anything.
have you ever been to a baseball game? There's 9 of those fucking things? I'm sorry. I'm tuned out by the first one. Why am I here in the hot sun?
Remind
Of
me
course
to
I'm
never
gonna start
take you to a baseball
hollowing
game.
out my glizzy after the third inning. I've run out of things to do. All these fucking guys running around in their tight little shorts or pants.
No, they're not
They're
wearing
wearing
shorts.
pants.
I would love that, though.
Running around in circles, hitting the same ball. What are we doing?
See if they can catch this one. Fuck
They
it.
all
Oh
got
my God.
names on them? Who is that? Who are these? I'm bored. Get
That's
me
Johnny
out
B.
of
Glizzy.
here.
Oh my god.
You guys, this is.
I'll try it. Fuck it.
I mean, yeah, I'll try. I
Yeah,
would try
me
it. For
too,
sure, I
John.
would try it.
Let's go
Yeah.
to a game. Harlan, we don't have.
This is the
we'll figure
only
it out.
way I'm gonna go to a game. If
We
we're
could go to
making
it.
a pact
We could go-
that we get to hollow out hot dogs.
Done.
Yes, I think what we should do is go to a 1-inning game. We're in and out, baby.
The three of us go to a Tuesday day game.
Check it out. We pay for admission. it's not cheap. We fucking buy beers,
Definitely
not cheap, or whatever. And then we buy hot dogs, surprisingly cheap for the size. And then we get to work, boys.
All right.
We do our business.
I'm
and then we
gonna
fucking
fire up
exit.
the
That's it.
Patreon and start like a spot where they can donate
There
for us
we
to go get our glizzy straws
Because
on.
I mean, I'm also gonna need 2 hot dogs. I'm gonna need one to hollow out.
A
and I'm gonna
normal
need
one?
to eat. A normal. Just,
And then
just
one to-
covering condiments and eat.
A not mutilated one.
Okay, let me
Oh,
get to the rest
Jesus,
of this.
there's more?
There's definitely more. Not
Fucking, we're 20
we're
minutes
going, baby.
in.
We're going. I
gonna
no.
be a 2-hour
Hold on. If you
episode.
just let me do this, this is like 7 more minutes max.
Okay.
Staff writer for the Yankees, Lindsay Adler writes, "The hot dog straw man is the boldest example of American ingenuity since Benjamin Franklin discovered electricity."
Wait. Hang on. The way you said hot dog straw man makes it sound like some sort of like far right conservative
folk hero.
talking point, but specifically about hot dogs.
The hot dog straw
sorry,
man
Ben
fallacy.
Shapiro. That's a hot dog straw man fallacy if I've ever heard one.
Don't even get me started on the ketchup red herrings.
Oh God! Fuck!
All right, we don't ever need to do another episode. These are the 2 greatest jokes we've ever told.
Why are the glizzy episodes? Why are we
Because
doing
there
this?
is not.
Good.
Can we
This
just do a
is
glizzy
good
cast?
material.
It's not a funnier food than fucking hot dogs, dude.
Oh man! All right, well then let's get into this. The weirdest of all the sports commentary of all of this was the in-studio sports reporting team for TBS. They set up a full table with beers and hot dogs in that fake field that they always like run
Sure,
plays
yeah,
on together
sure.
in their suits.
In their shorts.
So here's what that. So they did it because they're like, what's going on here? I also want to see what's going on with these. I want to see if it's any good or if it even works.
Oh, fuck
So
off.
this is the rig. Yeah. So they're getting
Dude
ready to
on
do
the
it. They're
right
prepping
looks
it
like,
over here.
this
Why
is
am I
fucked
here?
up.
This has gone
So-
too far. And they also have. I like that they
So
also have
here's-
condiments out just in case. Like they're like, oh, maybe I'll just put some ketchup on this.
Once we do this stupid child experiment, we'll
Do you think I
actually
should
eat
put
'em.
relish in my beer?
So, boys, do you guys remember what one of the main things about the whole glizzy guzzling was?
The way people eat them.
The stealth.
Yes.
The stealth.
Oh,
About
yeah,
doing
yeah,
it
yeah,
quickly
yeah.
before anyone sees you eating it. So, the wildest part about what these men do here on
Jesus
television, broadcast to the world, is they forgot that you never want to get caught eating the glizzy due to the inherent innuendo.
The phallic nature of
doing
the penis food.
I don't know if they were just getting rocked or what, but like, dude, these dudes got fucking blown up. Look what I just sent you guys. These dudes are now on national television.
Oh boy, this is so much worse than just eating it, because you are slurping that bad boy down, baby.
Sucking on that dog.
Oh my god.
So these are the ultimate gotchas for this is why this culture exists to begin with. Why this blew up. It's because everyone was trying to really quickly eat the glizzy before they have their friends see them eating it at the cookout.
You don't want to really going ham on this ham.
I have to imagine if you don't get it hollowed out really well,
right?
You gotta work a little bit harder.
Yeah, or if it's like inconsistent hole drill that you're doing.
These men were top athletes at one point.
How far you can fall.
Yeah. Now they're drinking a beer through a hot dog straw.
for it to hopefully go viral and become a meme. Like that's that's why they did this. Absolutely, they did this whole segment because they're like, oh, the Gen Zs will like them. We can put it on TikTok, and then we'll get traffic. Like that's 100% why they did this.
I will say that they all look generally uncomfortable and wondering why this is their Tuesday while they're doing this.
The only ones that don't.
Someone in charge of programming was just like, "This will be great."
Yeah, the only people that don't look uncomfortable are the people who are not currently sucking on a hot dog in a glass of beer. Everybody else.
Yeah. So before we move on to Harlan's topic, I did want to point out that Nathan's did just host the 2022 annual Glizzy eating contest, although they don't call it that, but that's what it is, which featured the legendary Joey Chestnut. He did, of course, go on to win with 63 dogs consumed.
Undefeated.
Which doesn't touch his PB of 72, by the way, I found out.
What's
PB?
Personal best. Personal best.
Thank you.
Best. But the best part of all is that the glizzy energy could be felt through the day, and it started with the announcer that would introduce Joey Chestnut.
Oh my God! Yes, please. Can we just play it? Is it possible?
It'll be on YouTube. The full thing. I will rip it. You will be able to watch it.
I was thinking I was gonna just read it.
Please.
Oh yeah, but, do it in your best. Do it in your best announcer voice.
Okay. I also told my wife before this that if she hears me yelling, it's not because anything's wrong. It's just because I'm super fired up about glizzies.
You have to tell her that every time you record this, don't you, though?
That's kind of true, though. She's like, her response was, yeah, what's
normal?
Yeah, I know. You're usually fired up about glizzies. So this man comes out and he's like, there will be a day that is the end, the collapse of time and all that stood within it. A day of nothing, of no one, of nowhere. But that day is not today. Today, we burn bright. Today, we blind the earth with our desire. And while it is still ours, we will bend history to witness this moment, to witness this man. The humble consequence of carbon. The fleeting spray of life turned diamond by the sun. Forever suspended in that instant. Indifferent to the gods, for he does not envy their power. He will not plead their pardon. He will curse and spit and sneer and shout his name from the heavens. I am the shining arc of humanity. Yield to my dominion. And if we must compete for our place within existence, we submit as our champion, the champion of the world, of now and always, of the air, of the fire and sea, of the land, of the free. Ladies and gentlemen, the Nathan's famous 4th of July champion of the world, Joey Chestnut! Now, no other item on planet Earth could inspire such a heartfelt
Yes.
speech than a glizzy.
Yeah.
What?
And then he choked a guy out.
Oh, that's right. I freaking forgot about that. It's so
Some
violent, dude.
protester came on stage and he like bumped into Joey Chestnut. He didn't realize what was happening, and then he just choked him out.
Yeah, he, like
sight unseen.
Yeah, he like
Put him in a fucking.
He also
half
had
Nelson.
a foot.
Yeah,
He had a foot brace on too. He was injured.
Joey was.
He was already. Yeah, he had. So he was saying the pain was slowing him
Even
down, which is why
sideline.
he couldn't approach his PB. Yeah,
Choked a guy out.
Even with the
is-
handicap,
my favorite
there's
line-
no taking the chestnut down.
I love that he's the humble consequence
That
of cardio.
line-
Yeah, that
That's my
line
favorite
always
line.
gets.
That moniker, oh my god. You know that
Yeah,
guy
it's
was
pretty-
so fucking proud of himself when he wrote that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude, so good. Anyways, that's it for the latest in Glizzys.
Thank you, Kyle.
Yes.
Yes,
Thank
yeah.
Thank you for that update.
You got it, buddy.
Okay, everybody ready for my shit? I went back and had a similar problem, like Kyle said, trying to find something where there was some movement, right? And I came across the Elsagate episode and I realized that I have brought this up multiple times on the show in different episodes. The Adpocalypse, I've referred to something called the Adpocalypse. Something that affected YouTube, and it's something that kind of came out of the Elsagate situation. And so I want to expand on it for everybody that doesn't know what I'm talking about. So, this has happened a couple of times on YouTube. The first Adpocalypse can be traced back to like 2016 after YouTube started to shift towards more like family-friendly content. And this affected a lot of adults. Well, not adult as in the XXX adult, but just grown-up
People above 18. Yeah,
the audience is there. So
got it.
and all the Adpocalypse really is essentially YouTube updating their terms of service, their ad policies that kind of have negative impacts on a lot of creators, their income, right? So every time they do one of these, it's either for no good reason or because something like Elsagate has happened. And it's for good reason. So
It's usually that. It's usually Elsagate.
yeah, exactly. So
Yeah, got another one.
So in 2017, PewDiePie was, the most subscribed YouTuber at the time. He actually came under fire for posting some videos that YouTube had deemed anti-Semitic and hate speech. The videos were I think they were him on stream that he would then put on YouTube. So a lot of stuff happens on stream that like you will get flagged for just outside of your stream. So he was making jokes about Adolf Hitler, as well as two Indian men holding a sign stating "Death to all Jews." So
Oh my god.
that happened. At the same time, there were other videos.
So that happened. Anyways, moving on.
Anyway, so at the same time, there were some other videos that led to the UK government, Coca-Cola, Dr. Pepper, Johnson & Johnson, and many other major brands pulling or pausing their advertisements on YouTube. So this was like the first big one. The same year in May, we might all remember this, was Kendall Jenner's Pepsi commercial that came out.
Totally.
Yes.
The Peacemaker.
Yes, and it was the video consisted of her giving a Pepsi can to a police officer during a protest between civil rights activists and the police, resolving the tension.
Solving all the problems.
Resolving the tension between both groups. Many accused the ad.
Thank God for the Kardashians.
Thank
That's all I have to
God.
say.
Truly.
Ooh.
That's all I have to say.
So many accused the ad of devaluing the issue of police brutality, specifically against Black Lives Matter and Black people. Many interpreted the commercial as police brutality being solved by drinking a Pepsi. Due to the public outcry, Pepsi removed.
Wait, no. It was perceived that way because police brutality is solved by drinking a Pepsi in the commercial.
Yeah, exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
It was perceived because that was what was shown.
What was portrayed
Yes.
on the screen.
Oh no, they've perceived me. Due to the public outcry, Pepsi removed all future ads from YouTube.
Cool.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy.
Forever.
We're gonna wrap
That's a
this
dead
up.
market.
They're like, please do not perceive us anymore, ever.
They went scorched earth from that shit. They're like, this is the last one.
You know, I didn't realize how funny. I didn't realize how funny that is until bouncing it off of other people. And the idea of them just being like, you know what? We're not advertising anything anymore.
Word of mouth.
Grassroots, baby.
Maybe you'll see us at your local liquor store in the corner there. Grab for the blue can.
Okay, get it together. Okay,
Oh, God.
I'm crying.
There's a blue cans matter joke in there somewhere.
Later that summer of 2017, advertisers dwindled even more, only being shown on channels that were considered family friendly, which was again a thing that YouTube had implemented. Many content creators joked and complained that their net worth had decreased. Sorry, but boo-hoo a little bit there. Due to YouTube and advertisers not deeming them family friendly, this caused many smaller and aspiring creators to leave the site, discouraged, being discouraged and having this low morale. So it did affect smaller people that have a more niche audience, or people that were like trying to become content creators, whether that's gaming or comedy or history, like people talking about good and useful things that now
Sure.
couldn't monetize it. So
Primitive building techniques.
exactly. So
A podcast called 20,000 Links Under the Internet.
that's kind of the synopsis of the first one. The second Adpocalypse actually came the same year at the end of the year. So November is when there were the concerns about the kids' content, specifically
Oh, yes.
Elsagate, which is what we talked about. Toy Freaks was one we mentioned on the episode, which caused Mars, Adidas, HP, and Deutsche Bank to pull their ads. I think we mentioned all of this in that episode. But in 2018 of January, there were further updated policies that restricted the partner program to channels with only more than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours per year. So that really, really affects a lot of people if you're inconsistent or if you don't have the time. You have to be cranking out 4,000 hours of content every year to be a partner.
I know we already did some math earlier, and we found out that 1 times 100 is 100.
100.
Yes.
But I don't think you could do one 4,000-hour video a year. I think you have to break that one up.
I think you might have to.
Across a few at least. So I can see it
Well,
being
hang on.
pretty
Okay,
time-consuming.
Kyle, how many hours are in a day?
24.
Oh, okay.
Jack Bauer. Sorry.
Well, it depends if. What about time?
Oh, fuck. Hang on. We can't. Gene Ray's
You're
dead.
right.
There's nothing is ever going to happen with TimeCube ever again, so.
It lives on. It's the website's still hosted by. Wait, who hosts? Okay, that's another
We can't.
thread to pull on. There's a conspiracy there to dig into.
Yeah. So during the same time is when Logan Paul also probably fucked up people's
Usually.
monetization, because it's when he posted the Suicide Forest corpse in Japan, that video.
Oh my god. Yeah.
And so after that, there was, people believed that YouTube was punishing the small creators for something Paul had done, because his actions did prompt immediately new policies on YouTube altogether.
The Logan policies.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was
So
great.
Thank
the
you.
third Adpocalypse, there's not like 18 of these or anything. It's just, I think it's just 4. So
The fourth day of the third age.
So the third Adpocalypse came in 2019 when YouTuber Matt What It Is posted a video showing what he referred to as a softcore pedophilia ring on the website, placing the blame on YouTube's algorithms. Comments are divisive to say the least, and I went to the video in question, and I don't know what it looked like when it was first posted, but like 3/4 of the video is completely blurred out, either by YouTube or by this Matt What It Is creator. And so what he was talking about though is that that he had good intentions, because again, this kind of plays into the fact that there's, you know, whether there are people at YouTube sort of regulating these websites or not, or if it's, you know, I'm sure a lot of it is algorithm based, but a lot of the times in some of the videos back then, in the comments, it seemed like there were people like trying to link up and connect with each other about sharing this pornographic material in the comments.
Ooh,
but
no.
Yeah,
Jesus.
But the thing is,
On YouTube.
a lot of the criticism went into Matt's decision that caused the public outcry. Some believed he had good intentions, while others criticized him for inadvertently starting another Adpocalypse. The community found Matt's public call to action to be the wrong approach for dealing with the problem, stating that it would hurt creators in the long run. Now, on the surface level, that sounds like bullshit. This is a pedophilia ring. But in the video that you can go watch, he is extremely dismissive. He is of anybody's sort of like, hey man, like, why don't you get a hold of YouTube? Why don't you go through the proper channels? He's being a straight up asshole in the video. He's like doing a live stream where people are like trying to like give him this advice, and he's literally writing them off on live. And it's a weird predicament that probably could have been handled much better.
Yeah.
Don't go
I
just
bet.
on live YouTube. And one, if you're finding
Maybe.
pornographic like content or people that are, I don't know what was blurred, so I don't know really what he was sharing, but whatever the content was that he was sharing that he felt like was an issue, why would you then go on and stream that same content onto your channel? That's also a little fucking weird, and clearly something that's going to grab a lot of attention and get you personally views and ad revenue.
But also like hate.
And hate.
This is another scorched earth approach. Like, try to get as much money as possible and burn out, basically. Like, is this dude still
I
going?
think he still has a channel. Well, this was like his burner YouTube channel. I think he had a different one for other types of content. But after this, YouTube deleted more than 400 channels and suspended comments on tens of millions of videos as the site tried to fix the problem, reporting offending users to law enforcement. But despite these measures,
Seems like a good thing. That's
YouTube did step in, and they were all, that's the thing, is they were already working on this. So what this Matt guy was saying he was uncovering was they knew about it, but it just takes time to fix the...
Yeah, which I feel like is like always the case with people that are like, you know, at like armchair fucking detectives that are like, I'm breaking the case. It's like, no, people fucking are on it already.
Don't fucking... they got people doing a stealthy thing, okay? Like,
they don't want these people to just disappear off their platform. They want to find their information and give them to law enforcement to arrest them.
Come on, man. They want to rip the lid off of it. You know what I'm saying? Want to get the gotcha.
After this, Disney, Hasbro, Epic Games, Nestle, AT&T all pulled their ads again after only having their ads back on the site for a month. So...
Whoa. Wait. Okay.
So
sorry,
a month prior to all this.
Rewind that. Yeah.
So again, that's not only that it hurts the content creators that are, you know, not being nefarious pieces of shit, but in the end of the day, it fucks up YouTube being a platform that can continue to provide payment to content creators. And they pay out, I want to say it's 50-50. What YouTube makes and what they give to their content creators, it's their budget is literally, it's the biggest, they give the most amount of their revenue to their creators out of any other platform. So the fourth and final Adpocalypse. Again, in 2019, later in the year, a Vox reporter, Carlos Maza, began contacting YouTube, demanding they demonetize, and stop hate speech on the platform after conservative comedian and online talk show host Steven Crowder repeatedly made jokes at Maza's expense based on his ethnicity and sexual orientation. Now, John, you look a little confused. Do you know who Steven Crowder is?
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh, thank God. I mean, sorry.
Good for you.
That's all I'm trying to
Steven
say.
Crowder is like if you gave Ben Shapiro a gun, he's like that.
Okay.
No, it's not. Hold on. It's a very specific
Yeah, please,
thing,
Kyle,
though.
enlighten
You have
us.
to wear the fucking... For Steven Crowder, you have to wear the fucking, like, 80s fucking detective
Holster.
fucking double holster situation under the jacket.
Oh, my God.
Steven Crowder's the guy from the meme of... So-and-so is something, changed my mind, and he's sitting at a
Yeah, it's probably
table with a
like
mug.
BYU or something.
Yeah, that's Crowder. He's
Got
very pro-gun. He's very lit up right now about the debt cancellation.
Yeah, well,
predictably.
He's lit up about all types of stuff.
But yeah, and his show's ridiculous. They have a really high quality in-studio production with like 9 talking heads, and it's just like it's called Louder with Crowder.
Which again, objectively, a really good name.
Yeah, I know.
But I also will say, since we're talking about Steven Crowder recently, because he's so upset about the debt forgiveness thing, Hassan Piker, who is another political streamer on the far left, did a deep dive into the companies that got government handouts. And I want to say Louder with Crowder, whatever LLC or company that is, they got like $300,000 or $400,000 loan that was forgiven by the government. So yeah, no. Well, it might have been PPP. I'm not sure exactly what the loans were, but he got that forgiven. So he can
run his mouth all he wants, but he's benefiting from the system like everybody else.
Yeah, 100%. So it's just this total horseshit. Anyway.
Yeah.
Wow.
So this all happened in 2019 with this Vox reporter. YouTube adjusted the terms of service to tighten monetization, stripping monetization from dozens of accounts and terminating others. This was met with criticism by parts of the community who dubbed it the Vox Adpocalypse, or Adpocalypse 2.0. Those people clearly hadn't been around for the
Harlan, the Voxpocalypse.
I agree. That's not what people called it. Unfortunately, a huge missed opportunity.
I just want to point them out as I hear them. So
yes, so that the audience knows that we are funny and not stupid.
Yeah, right. We can take 2 seconds to think of a sick pun. That'll just blow your fucking mind, and we can move on.
So a lot of these conservative channels, such as Black Pigeon Speaks, I don't know what that one is. The Golden One, I don't know that one either. I don't know why I'm saying I don't know what these are. Of course, why would I? Crowder and dozens of other political channels had their monetization banned completely, which means in the end they have to rely on sponsorships for their revenue now. With all those those dick pills that Alex Jones used to sell.
Tactical bath bombs.
When Crowder, the tactical fucking bath bombs, dude. When Crowder got banned, he made a fucking, I think he tweeted, he was like, completely banned from YouTube, demonetized, we'll cover on stream tonight, which he's also running ads on. So he's still using these things to pivot and make money off of regardless.
Yeah. Man, it sounds like he's asking for a lot of handouts. That seems weird.
Yeah.
I just this guy, I can't talk about
I know. I can't so a lot of these conservative YouTubers said that YouTube was pushing an anti-conservative bias, which is the funniest thing. While other YouTubers like Ben Shapiro believed it was corporations like Vox wanting to stamp out competition. Hey, sorry. What competition? Your demographics are completely different. What are you talking about?
Exactly.
So by the end of that year, there was a new policy for anti-harassment and bullying was enacted, which many believe was made in response to this controversy. While it was praised by some for making it harder to harass creators, good. Others criticize it for being unnecessary and running the risk of false positives. Now, who is saying that? I don't know. And what are their beliefs and ideals? I cannot comment on. One such example was when there was a Content Cop video. Do you guys know Content Cop?
No.
Okay.
No, I don't.
So for the people that do, Content Cop it was a series made by, oh my God, I'm going to blank on the creator. iDubbbz. It was iDubbbz. He did a video on,
I know iDubbbz.
So he did a series called Content Cop where basically he would just like poke fun at and sort of criticize other YouTube creators for their seedy nature or their the way that they would like market their videos to children in order to get more of that ad revenue. And it was just very like skeezy behavior from these other, and it was pretty justified in most cases. He did a video on this creator called Leafy, which had been integral in exposing Leafy's controversial behavior, getting retroactively taken down while other troublesome creators were left untouched by the new guidelines. So again, this content cop video that had evidence and proof and was substantiated by Leafy's own content was then taken down because it was, I guess, harassment or bullying, even though it wasn't him necessarily bullying him, just literally turning a mirror to Leafy.
Yeah, calling him out.
Well,
yeah.
and it's like Leafy just saying the stuff, and then iDubbbz kind of commenting on it, and it. So I don't. The false positives
you get
thing.
wrecked for just including the content at all.
Yeah,
I guess.
So
yeah,
that's kind of where we're at with the Adpocalypse and what happened with the whole Elsagate and every other.
There will be more of those.
Oh yeah, this is not the end.
It's gonna be recurring.
Yeah,
That's not gonna stop.
Yeah, my topic that I wanted to revisit was already stupid to begin with, and I'm very excited to revisit it. And I don't know if you guys remember our talks of birds aren't real.
Yes.
Yeah. So I wanted to check in.
Growing traction of
I've seen a
this,
couple of
in fact.
TikToks.
Oh, big time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big time traction. Yeah. So, as we talked about, Peter McIndoe, who started this entire thing, did it in the beginning as just a complete stunt. Like, it was, he did it as a one-off. He made a sign of quote, the most absurd thing I could think of.
Well, yeah, it wasn't him kind of poking fun at like people like flat earthers and those weirdo conspiracy theorists.
Yeah. It was
satire,
it was like,
I think they call it.
Major satire, because he was taking a position that the right is taking. A lot of these, like, all of it is like a mirror up to QAnon and all of these like major conspiracy theorists, because he wanted to do a stupid thing and made this character. It got crazy traction really quickly.
I am on the edge of my seat because we have talked so much about other conspiracy theories that initially we're like, oh, isn't this funny? And by the end of the topic, we're like, okay, so these people are psychotic and maybe dangerous. So
didn't we get reached out to by somebody about this recently?
Are you referring to the Gimli episode?
No, not the Gimli stuff. Don't want to talk about that anymore.
I don't remember other than that.
I feel like someone from Birds Aren't Real said, like, you guys are fighting the good fight.
Yes, I posted a video on TikTok and I think they commented on it.
Oh, yeah. That's what it was.
When that happened, they hadn't gone, I assume, the full crazy we're about to dive into.
It's still it's borderline. So I think like what
better.
I love the tagline is just so perfect. I love it. So they have a van that they bought a while ago, but it's emblazoned on the side, huge. Birds aren't real, and on the other side, if it flies, it spies.
Okay, so
that's fucking catchy.
It's very good, but
that's really good.
But that language makes me feel a little nervous.
Yeah, of course.
I think it should. I think we're populating thought through fear here.
Exactly. So all of this, he started out and like really kind of like dove deeper, and he hired some friends to like beef up his backstory, a historian to like write all of the FAQs and all the background, and all this stuff. And then I found an incredible interview that he did just recently with CBS, because he also went on 60 Minutes recently and did an interview.
Okay,
60
were they
minutes?
taking
60
him
minutes,
seriously,
yes.
or were they in
Yes.
on? Okay, great.
So he has really like not broken character throughout most of this.
Oh, he's pulling a Colbert.
Yes, very much
Great.
that. But in the CBS interview, he completely broke character and talked about all
Got
of this
it.
as satire.
Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So he gave
I'm
a lot
sure-
of the backstory of
I think
things.
it would piss a lot of people off.
Yes, but
Okay.
it comes back around.
Sorry.
So
You're like we're like that guy that's watching the movie the movie, trying to be like, oh, they definitely fucking they're the murderer.
yeah.
That's them. They
Which is
fucking
honestly
did it.
like anytime watching a show or a movie with Kyle in general. So
Yeah.
he
You're
calls the
trapped in
plot
here
out.
with me. You're
He
trapped
calls the plot out as soon as
I'm
it
not
happens.
trapped in here with you. You're trapped in here with me.
But yeah, he talked about all of his backstory of like how he grew up with a lot of these types of people who like had this mindset, a lot of like what he called out very Christian values, and how like it isn't that much of a leap for these people to kind of like make that extra jump to finding their own truth in
Right.
things. That is like a big baseline for those
Yeah,
people.
it's the lack of critical thinking skills, not asking questions enough.
Yeah. So one of the things that he did, which was we covered on the last episode, he had a quote unquote ex-CIA agent do his like, I found evidence of this being the birds aren't real. Because what he said in this interview was like he needed an insider whistleblower to have that like credibility.
Yes, to
And
sell
so-
the story.
Yes.
Yep.
So, quote, I found the oldest man that I could. I was looking for someone.
That's the only qualification for who do I play my ex-CIA guy?
Hang
Okay.
on. I was looking for someone who looked like they had some guilt weighing down on them for years. Like, I really wanted bags under the eyes, sleepless nights, and we released a video entitled The Confessions of Eugene Price, where he, for the first time ever on record, ex-CIA agent came out and said everything that the government had done. And that video had gotten 10 million views on TikTok.
And then they moved me into domestic intelligence. And it's while I was there that, well, I saw some things that I really wish I hadn't seen.
Are you referring to bird drone surveillance?
Yeah.
Just
So that was the biggest traction, which we did talk about. But I love that,
did.
like the insight of like him finding this guy.
I wanted the bags. I want the guilt. I wanted the guilt
Yeah.
to be on his face.
And so like he has done countless interviews. He's gone on so many people's podcasts, on news shows, on all of these things. And he like continues to say that he doesn't trust the media because they're pro-bird, and he's like really trying to find the truth in all of this. He calls his supporters truthers. They do rallies, they do marches, they like go and like meet up and do chants.
Now-
Do you know what those chants are by chance?
Birds aren't real. Birds
Okay,
aren't
oh,
real. Like,
classic.
obviously,
That-
that's
yeah,
the easy
classic.
one. Yeah.
Bob!
So he
no, none of that shit.
I guess that gets.
Yeah. There's a New York Post article that I just want to read the very first line of it because it's pretty funny. And it is about he did an interview on WGN TV Chicago. And it just says that Birds Aren't Real founder throws up in live viral
Oh my
TV
God.
interview. The first line just says, his puke was as fake as his conspiracy theory.
I remember I've seen that clip.
But it's more than just Gen Z's falling for conspiracy theories. Why? You're right. I'm so nervous. I'm so sorry. Well, we hope you're okay. Why don't we give you some time to collect yourself? If you need help, let us know in the control room there, and we'll get back to you if we can.
But yeah, their TikTok is extremely active, which is very cool.
Lots.
March 9th, they came out with a video that, so he also hired employees, quote unquote employees, the people that he had already been working with, like his friends, to help.
So
with
he
all
could
of
now
this.
pay his friends that were doing this for free, you mean? Perfect.
Yes.
Great.
Yes. Now that there is all of this stuff, but on March 9th, he put out a video. So he's got this getup that's just a suit and a cowboy hat and jeans and boots, which is fantastic. It's the only thing he ever wears.
It's a very Channel 5 of him. Very Andrew Callahan.
Yes.
But the video is he's standing at a podium and there are two men holding American flags that are crossed, and then they wave them open and all you just hear is sex. And then he starts his speech where he says that they're filing a lawsuit against all of the media companies, specifically the New York Times, ABC, CNN, NBC, and Fox News, because they're slandering him because they said that he is satire, and he's like, you know what that is? That's liable.
You know what? That's
slander.
This should be called 20,000 Leagues Under the episode. 20,000 Leagues Under the Internet, episode 100, Scorched Earth. Scorched Earth. Everybody's going Scorched Earth. All this shit
so far has just been fuck it, dude. My ships are all in.
Oh my God.
The only image that I will send you is the image from 2 days later after this particular video there where he announced that he was going to sue all of the media companies.
I'm suing all of media.
So there's this video that he posts next where he's sitting looking very sad next to a very stern looking lawyer, again, quote unquote lawyer.
And white shirt coloring of the suit.
Says that he is formally retracting his lawsuits and that he apologizes. He's very sorry.
Yeah, I'm sure he got a lot of fucking actual real attacks.
I don't think he ever filed anything, but he says that he filed paperwork. But
it's not about the filing. It's about saying that and then getting your life fucking destroyed after that.
Everything about this image you just sent us looks like it's a photo from like a stage play where like all the clothes look like they're made of like. Oh shit! They're coming. That's birds aren't.
Wow, what happened?
They're coming for me. I'm spreading the truth.
They're coming for you.
But it looks like the suits they're wearing look like costume suits. The guy.
Yeah, they would go up in flames as soon as you walk by a candle.
Like even the guy that's supposed to be his lawyer, the face he's making is so like big to me. It feels like so actory.
Yeah.
I have to say this. The two of them look like off-duty clowns. That's it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Fuck, dude.
Also, like, you can see that polyester shine.
It looks really bad.
You can see the
it looks so fake.
Yeah. So in May, he went on 60 Minutes and did a whole interview about, and it was very serious throughout the whole thing. It was completely in character the entire time. And there's a clip of it on his TikTok where the interviewer asks, what birds does he least trust? And he said seagulls, because the food that they're taking back to the Pentagon to analyze and get your DNA
only
from.
Seagulls though?
Of course. No, he hates them the most. He distrusts them the most. Yeah.
I thought it'd be just the name. It's in the name. It's like the surveillance is in the name. Seagulls. They watch.
Yeah, they see them. But the biggest update that I have, aside from all of the protests and marches against the pro-bird media,
they're really getting outside and touching grass nowadays.
Yeah, they protested outside the CNN building in LA after all of this lawsuit business. But on August 5th, so very recently, there was a TikTok that put out it was just a text image that says, "Hey Patriots, we have had fun spreading the word for the past 5 years."
Spit all of his fucking drink.
It's the Patriots, isn't it?
You don't want to.
Yeah, bourbon. That sounds brutal.
Right on the.
All right.
Sorry. Hey, Patriots.
Hey, Patriots. We've had fun spreading the word for the past 5 years. Thank you for everything. The growth of this community has been beyond our wildest dreams. Our public information officer, Peter McIndoe, has been hospitalized for the past 2 months. Close friends and family have been aware of this, but we decided it was time to tell our movement family as well. During Peter's time away, we've hired 2 public information officers who will be taking the van across the nation next week. We are confident in our movement's future, and we ask for your thoughts and prayers as Peter recovers. Again, thank you for everything. We will be back on the road soon. So, they had another video just after that that was kind of like a montage, like showing him like in good spirits, like partying with people at rallies, and then it cuts to him in the hospital.
Okay.
And then the next few videos are also him in the hospital. But the things is like there's
Extended
one that
stay.
that is him with a children's choir singing to him, and it says music can heal, and there's flowers all over the place. But I mean, the thing is that it's just not real.
No.
It's definitely not real. And like the doctor walks in, and it's definitely the same guy that was playing his lawyer.
Such a good bit, though, just having a recurring extra come back.
I know. He plays every role.
Yeah. I'll send you one more image of this because I think it's good. Because they keep updating you on his condition, and it turns out that he got bird flu and was poisoned by the government.
Burnout crunch.
And so what they're doing is they're taking Peter across. They're taking him from L.A. to Boston in the van because they found a spiritual healer to help with his condition
with some crystals.
Yeah, and so the most recent one was just him trying to find some people on the road about 10 days ago. So we're gonna follow the story and update you as it breaks.
I want to know. Okay, maybe this is an ignorant question. Do you think are they selling merch? Are they making money on this?
Oh yes.
Okay.
The merch is phenomenal, by the way.
Okay. So my question is this perpetuation it means to their financial ends? Like, are they, do they have day jobs, or is this just it? Because I would do this.
I honestly don't know.
Do you guys want to do a
anymore.
gate? We can get back on the whole do a gate thing and do something like this.
Well,
I would do a gate.
I think we made a joke about this on the full episode where we came to the conclusion that it seemed like it was something that started as a joke and just sort of ended up turning into a business on accident.
So
that is 100% what it is, because like they had no idea that this was going to go as viral as it did. But I mean, they have like 2 pages of a merch store with like all kinds of crazy shit.
Totally.
It's fantastic.
What's wild though is I don't remember what we talked about in that episode. We've done this, guys. 2 years is a long time.
Yeah.
When I was looking back at the topics to try to find something, I'm like, holy shit, we talked about that, like things that were way back.
Okay,
it's like,
Kyle,
holy shit.
Kyle, so Birds Aren't Real has done their own gate. I'm on their YouTube channel right now.
Son of a bitch.
And they have they have a video, #PoultryGate, Birds Aren't Real email leak. I also just quickly, since I'm looking at the videos that they've put out,
Poultrygate.
They have another video titled "Awakening the Blind at Walmart." Deepfake expert proves birds aren't real. Was right. They have 22 videos. It's not a lot, and their views aren't crazy. So if they're making money, it's not from YouTube.
Okay. So it's merch.
It's definitely merch.
It's got to be merch.
The merch is phenomenal. I mean, I really want this the pigeon image of a pigeon. It just says "I am a lie" on the back of it.
John, do they have sick hats or what? Because this hat, you guys,
they got bucket hats.
It's like, no, I don't want a bucket hat.
Bucket hats.
I don't.
Here, let me see if I can
find wearing a bucket hat with these headphones. That'd be like ridiculous. It'd be all flattened out on the side.
Oh, Kyle, they've got a hat for you, bud.
Okay, drop me that link, baby.
Here, I'm gonna send you that image. It's fantastic. It's just right up your alley. It's in the Bass Pro Shop kind of thing.
Oh yeah, it is. But it's a bird instead of a trout.
I will be funding this madness because I want that sweet
it's
trucker
sold
hat.
out. It's sold out.
Well,
I'm not
you gotta
surprised.
sign up for the
notify
newsletter.
when available. Yeah,
there you
notify
go.
when available.
I will say the more of the YouTube videos that I look at, the more it's very clear that this guy is inspired by Channel 5, formerly
Callahan, baby.
All Gas No Brakes, because 3 years ago there
We should talk about him at some point.
Yeah, why don't we do that?
Yeah.
Or I think I saw him at 7-Eleven the other day.
Really?
I was staring at this stranger. I was like, that's fucking... I was looking at his shoes. I was looking at his hair. I was like, I think that's...
Why didn't you
that's
go
all
up
gas,
to
no
him?
brakes. Well, it was weird.
Maybe he
'cause
was here for Outside Lands.
He was literally just buying peanuts, and I was like, that freaks me out. But I'm pretty sure it was him.
Nice.
But I was standing 10 feet away from him, just literally staring at a stranger, thinking, "You're taller than I thought."
But yeah, this guy seems very much like he's taking inspiration from them, because
Yeah, I mean, there's so many like satirists that are
The
like
hair.
well,
is
no,
there.
but even down to this, they have a video they posted 3 years ago called Channel 3 interview. Now I don't know if that was before or
Yikes.
after Channel 5 happened.
I think it's before, maybe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because
But yeah, even the outfit, and he even kind of looks like Andrew Callahan a little bit. It's
that's what I'm
bizarre.
saying. He's got the,
little
the same
doppelganger. It's all downhill from here.
Yeah, after doing 3 topics in quick succession, I'm just tired right now. My face hurts, my forehead hurts from shocked face, and I need a nap.
I'm wondering if we normally do. I know this is a little long. We do this every week, a full topic of just one thing for this amount of time.
Yeah.
This is eye opening.
This was a gauntlet. This was a gauntlet.
This is a gauntlet.
Yeah. So,
And you know what? We're throwing the gauntlet down.
Relentless laughs.
and
Thanos be damned.
and go follow us on social media. This is the part where we do that right. Go to YouTube and go to TikTok and Instagram and Twitter.
We missed the opportunity when people were listening earlier on.
Right,
So
yeah.
for,
Oh, yeah.
for you three,
Well, this is
if you haven't already smashed that bell like, then do it.
this is for all.
Yeah, we lost the other 4 earlier.
This is for the fucking. This is for the real ones. This is for the homies.
And once again, back end real ones. I shouldn't say
Okay,
that.
1, 2, 3. Let's sign out. 1, 2,
Okay.
3. Good luck out
Good
there.
luck
luck
out
out
there.
That was okay.
And everyone wanted to know which president was the true throat goat. And
Okay, I do remember this.
And they are all some sort of eldritch monsters of yore, right?
She was also selling videos of her farting in the jar.
I hate this so much. I hate everything about this.
yeah.
Secure to starboard.